Welcome back. How's everybody doing? So today we are going to learn lawn care practices for green grass. There are two kinds of turf grass based on climate. There's like the West, like California, it's cool and humid. Oh my god, like New Mexico, it's warm and arid. We got Idaho, South Dakotas, it's cool and arid. Then we have like where I am, the transition zone. We got Florida, warm and humid, and the Northeast, cool and humid. And there's a little diagram of Tennessee. Okay, so if you want green grass all year long, you're going to have artificial. If not, let's see what we can do. So, and turf grasses for Tennessee, there's cool season, which is tall fescue, Kentucky bluegrass, fine fescue, and ryegrass. And then warm season, we have Bermuda grass, Georgia grass, centipede grass, and St. Augustine grass. In this diagram here, you can see it's cool season turf grass. Looks like January, February, and then March, April, May, we start to grow. And then in the hot months, June, July, August, September, it dips down. And then when it gets cool again in the fall, October, November, and winter, December, it goes down again. And then I'm sure the warm season will be kind of like inverse diagram, and it is. So the warm season turf grasses, the growth rate January, February, March. The cool season, like winter time, it's dormant basically, and then it thrives June, July, August. That'd be the peak, and then it goes back down again September, October when it starts getting cool again. And there's just a picture of some grasses and what it would look like. April looks really pretty, and then August, it's starting to get hot, and then September it's pretty much cooked. Another diagram of what it would kind of look like, and that's pretty much dead grass. We don't want to see that. And so some grasses spread differently. Like Bermuda grass, they have stolons, and there's a little pointer there you can see. And then the Georgia grass spread by the rhizomes. So they grow underneath. And there's some, I believe, Bermuda grass that's crawling. And then there is bunch type growth. That's fescue. And here's a picture of some roots. Here's a picture, you can tell on the left, the roots are really, really deep. And the grass is a lot taller, healthier. And then the middle one, it's like medium grass. It's kind of halfway, and then the other one's not doing so hot. You have to have good soil for grass too. And that would be, I think this picture was showing that I think they had something underground, like a septic tank, and the grass, the roots couldn't grow deep like the other parts of the grass. See, it's green. And there's just like the dead grass. It needs grass needs 6 inches minimum. The roots do. And then you'll have a pretty lawn. And then this is, there's a lot of trees here, and some grass likes dappled sun. Remember, turf grass has needs like any other plant, and all sites don't meet them. Room to grow below, difficult for you to change. Adequate sunlight, which do you want trees or grass? Sufficient water you may provide. 2 to 4 square meals you can provide, and freedom from excess competition. You can reduce competition. See here, there's like a pretty garden with some, like maybe some hostas. It definitely gets shade or dappled sun. You can sit down there and have a little bonfire. Most frequently used cool season turf grasses in Tennessee: coarse to medium, coarse textured bunch grass, medium shade tolerance, good wear, and drought resistant. Tall fescue. And here's a picture of Kentucky 31 tall fescue and another fescue. Medium to medium fine textured rhizome grass, very uniform in color and texture, high water use rate and low drought tolerance than tall fescue, lower shade tolerance than tall fescue, Kentucky bluegrass. Fine fescues, there's chewings, there's hard, sheep, slender creeping red, strong creeping red, and perennial ryegrass, medium textured bunch grass, low drought, heat, and shade tolerance, medium high water resistant, used as high quality overseeding option for dormant Bermuda grass, used in cool season seed mix, germinates and establishes quickly. And then we have annual ryegrass, coarse textured annual bunch grass, used as temporary cover for lower quality overseeding option on dormant Bermuda grass, germinates quickly and grows aggressively. And here's Bermuda grass, extremely aggressive, great heat and wear resistant and drought tolerance, poor shade tolerance, low medium cold tolerance. And there's vegetative types. We have latitude 36 and Tifway. Seed types, there's Riviera Bermuda grass. And this is what common Bermuda grass looks like. There's zoysia grass, durable, heat-loving, creeping turf grass, slower growing than Bermuda grass, medium fine texture, medium high wear and drought resistant and cold tolerance, high heat tolerance, low medium shade tolerance, some mulch greater than Bermuda grass. And there's Meyer C. japonica. There's Zenith. And here's centipede grass, coarse textured, heat tolerant creeping turf grass, low drought and wear resistant and shade tolerance, high heat and low medium cold tolerant, low in requirements. And there's a picture of what that looks like. This is Tif Belair. And here is St. Augustine grass, coarse textured creeping turf grass, medium wear and drought resistant, high heat and low cold tolerance, high shade tolerance, vegetative propagation only, and this is Riley St. Augustine grass. And there's a picture of if you had a question, if you could mix cool and hot season grasses, well, that's what that would look like. One would be green and then one would be dead. So, stockpile, then evenly redistribute topsoil over the contoured subgrass and then improves percolation. Till topsoil to depth of at least 2 inches, mixing recommend amounts of lime and fertilizer into the soil base. Remove stones. The planting bed should be firm. If necessary, roll before after planting. There's establishment options. You could do just do your seed. And then here's some turf grass seeding rates. And then it's important that the seed should contact the soil. Straw mulch can be broadcast after planting to conserve water, limit seeds floating, and stabilize the soil. You can put compost, peat moss, garden soil to covered or like straw. And then it's important to water. And then here's the germination period. Kentucky bluegrass is 14 to 21 days. Fescue 6 to 14. Creeping red is 16 to 14. All the fescues are about 6 to 14. Perennial ryegrass 37. Annual ryegrass 37. And then there's the temperatures as well. Seed germination period. You can see with Bermuda grass, there's hold and unhold. Hold, there's 10 to 20, unhold 14 to 21, centipede grass 10 to 20, zoysia 10 to 14. And there's temperatures, and there's estimated growth rate in cool season turf grass. Obviously that just makes sense. And then there's the inverted diagram of the warm season turf grasses. And then this is weed seeds may germinate quickly in exposed soil. Ideally, sod should be installed within 48 hours of harvest. Edges of flowy installed sod dried very quickly. Maintenance practices: primary, you mow the grass, you feed it, and then you can irrigate it. Second is aerifying, dehatching, top dressing, pest control that reduces competition. And that guy looked like he was having a bad day. And then here's some really cool recommended cutting heights of some fescues, bluegrass, perennial ryegrass. Even like when it's warm and moist, cut it to that length. And then hot dry or cool and dry, like Bermuda grass, common types, is 1 to 2 inches. It says mowing frequency, 1 inch, 2 inch. Avoid removing more than a third of the grass blade length without any one mowing. Make sure your blades are really sharp. Yeah, you just want to make sure you have like a clean cut. That way it won't, the pests will go away. Mow often, removing no more than 1/3 of the grass. There's like a little tool, like a seeder. This is fertilizer, provides a 2 to 4 square mils. And the key, there's like a fertility program, how often you would want to fertilize. And then again, we always talk about this in every video, to soil test. A good sample is a composite of the area being managed as a field or unit. It isn't necessary to sample different areas of the lawn separately unless they're noticeably different. I'm going to diagram how you want to soil test. Estimated growth rate, cool season turf grass. Cool season fertilization schedule based on soil type. And if you want a low maintenance, that's 2 times a year, medium maintenance 3 times, and even high maintenance is 4 times. You can do it in March, April, September, and October. And then here's the warm season turf grass. And again, this is the warm season fertilization schedule based on soil report. April 15th, June 1st, July 15th, September 1st. And then you may have to adjust based on like the weather. And here's some tools that you can use to help fertilize. And you can see you want to get a really good even distribution, because you can see in here there's like a dark green, and you can see the rows in which they fertilized. You want to make sure it's all even. Application pattern: spread while dew is on the grass so tracks will be visible. You can see where you went through. And here's a pattern you can use. Application pattern, broadcast better. You can go up, and then down the rows. That way you won't miss any spots. And then it's very important to water the grass at least 3 inches. And then this is a cool technique. If you don't know the output rate, you don't know how much to water you're applying, you can always put like a can of tuna, or just a little can, and water it for 30 minutes, and however full it is, that's how much you're getting. And then this is irrigate to meet turf grass needs and minimize. This says water deeply, less often, 3 times a week. Of pretty green grass. Underground water tank. Water stored in the root zone of the soil is the equivalent of an underground water tank for the turf grass. The deeper the root zone, the more stored water, the less irrigation is needed. The green turf is healthy, brown turf is dormant, and purple turf grass is drought or stressed and needs water. Need to be fed. And this is an aerator. It's putting plugs into the ground. That's what this does. It reduces water runoff and puddling, improves turf grass rooting, enhances heat and drought stress tolerance, improves fertilizer uptake, and then enhances soil and water uptake. And then get into thatching. There's the grass blades, and then that's the crown of the grass, the thatch layer, and then the soil. This grass needs to be thatched. And that's what a thatcher looks like. thatch is just really dense, and it's going to kind of inhibit the water getting into the roots. Aerating, dethatching both damaged turf grass, and should be done when there's at least 4 weeks of good growing weather after completion. Here's a picture. That's after you aerate, it leaves all those little plugs out. And then weeds compete with turf grass for space, water, and nutrients. The best weed defense is stand on turf grass. Follow recommended practices to maintain turf grass population. Grow turf grass suited for your site. Mow regularly, higher than shorter. Fertilize according to soil test. Irrigate when necessary. Perform secondary practices when needed. And use herbicides when necessary. And here is some pre-emergent that helps. And you can always look at the 2024 lawn calendar, when to do feed and all that. And then all grass types, tall fescue and Bermuda, and zoysia grass. You can fertilize all that. And then there's some websites you can go to: lawn and landscape weed control, lawn care, selecting, establishing, and maintaining. There's a lot of articles you can read, like this one, Tennessee turfgrassweeds.org, mobile weed manual. Some good information. And that's what it would kind of look like. It provides turfgrass science. If the lawn has less than 50% desirable plants, it may be time for a total renovation. And that's all, folks. That brought us to the end of the class. So thank you for joining me. I hope you learned a lot about your grass and your lawn. And right now it's like mine. It's getting cool, and it's looking pretty brown. It's going dormant because we're going into winter time. It's getting down to the 30s. So there's only we'll have tonight, and then there will be 2 more Master Gardener classes. So we're almost finished. But thank you for joining me again, and I will catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.